Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome back to another Wednesday stream where, yes, finally we have got the chance to look at Blur and Runabout. So yeah, great additions to the game. Super pleased that these characters are coming. They've been a long time overdue. I think we've been asking for these bots for well on 4 or 5 years now, something like that. So yeah, yes, as the thumbnail says as well, we're going to be trying to better last week's stream where we tried to beat the Titan campaign with level 60 bots. And yeah, let's be honest, it was pretty easy. You know, at some points we didn't even use a combiner. So I thought, maybe we could do it at level 55 bots. We'll give it a try. So this week we're going to do that. We've reduced them down to level 55. Same abilities, same sort of cores, thereabouts. And yeah, we'll be talking about that and trying our hand at a Titan campaign with over 55 bots. So that's all today. We're also doing a few giveaways as well. So yeah, stay tuned. So I apologise for me keep rubbing my eye. Literally, as I started the stream, something's flown into my eye. So yeah, apologies. So yeah, let's have a look at the stream. See who we've got. So we've got Stay Puffed. How's it going, bud? Thanks for joining. Banikos Lazaru. We've got the Crush at 11, one of our mods. SG Soundwave, one of our members. Thanks for joining, bud. Don't forget, you can become a member, guys. There's a giveaway at the end of this month for a $30 gift card, $30 was that? I can't remember what it was now, but yeah. Doing a a giveaway for a gift card end of this month. Don't forget, you can get my merch online. Go and check that out with the link in the stream. Come and join Discord. Make sure you subscribed. Yeah. You know the script. We've got Jason Rowley as well. William Edward Hackman. Honestly. William Wilkinson, Victory Star Saver, Grind Time, my brother from another mother, and also a member and everything else. YouTuber, usually. Not at the minute. Sort your act out. Sort your PC out. Come on. Come on. You need to get it sorted now, but it's been long enough. Stop dragging your feet. We've got Lord Avix as well. El Takashi, I think, who says he wants a battle pass in the game. I agree. That's one of the big things that I think we need to bring to the game is a battle pass, and I will welcome it. We've got Matt Poley as well. So yes, the duo are back. Rolly and Poley. We've got Mike Berger. We've got Smokey. Thanks for joining. Blue Grimlock and Sharks. Two of my mods. Subbot94 as well. Soldier. Thanks for joining in. Make sure to check out Soldier's channel, guys. Really great guy and a great channel as well. Been doing Earth War streams a lot longer than I have. So go and check him out, guys. We've got Lero Greco as well. Risku. We've got my brother Garrett as well. How's it going? And Emil Mass. And I think that is everyone today. Yes. So as always, go take a look at the newsletter for those that haven't got it. Go through that, and then we'll get cracking on the stream. So this week is week 6, the end of Saga, which means it's either a leaderboard or a chance event. So yes, it is a chance event, and this weekend's event is called Burning Rubber. So in this weekend's event, you can get up to 150 burning rubber crystals, containing either 4-star, 3 stars, or 100 character shards, or obviously the bot in question. 150,000 spark, 150,000 combat spark, and 150,000 combiner spark. It's the usual battle zones and points. There is 150 tiers. And then on each tier it's 1,000 combiner spark, 1,000 combat spark, 1,000 spark, and then a burning rubber crystal. And there we are. The drop rates are 20% for premium shards, 30% for 3-star shards, 25% 4 stars, and 25% 1-star level or character shards regarding, either way. So yes, then we've got Blur and Runabout in all their glory, looking pretty cool. And then we've got Runabout as well. The one criticism that we had right at the start was Runamuck is based off the G1 model, whereas Runabout is based off the War for Cybertron, I think it is, model. So even though they're twins, they look a bit different. But then, Yanis did say, well, God forbid we have twins that don't look alike. It does happen, But I understand people getting frustrated that one's G1 and one's from War for Cybertron. So, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but again, I just feel like cons have been pushed aside a bit and go, no, it doesn't really matter, really. But I do understand that the game follows the toy line and doesn't follow anything else like the series or anything else. It follows the toy line because let's be honest, it's there to also promote toys. So I kind of get it, but it is what it is. So yeah. And then Hollow Charge. So we'll read the description. So rush into combat, dealing damage along the way. You drive so fast that your enemies cannot see you, and you leave an image of yourself behind you that has 60% of your health and lasts for 10 seconds. We've got a couple of stats there on the newsletter, quite hard to see. We can actually scroll down a bit. So you can see there, so at 6510, Blurr were rushed into combat, dealing 4,019 damage. So yeah, we'll go into testing, we'll talk a bit more. Um, got a few screenshots there of different setups with Top Shot, Spoil Sport, Trench Foot, Fire Drive, Flak even. And yeah, we'll talk a bit more about them. Don't forget to claim your prize by clicking the link in the newsletter. If you need that, I'm sure one of the mods can post it in my server somewhere. We can just request it, and I'm sure they'll post it in. Silver XP core, 5,000 Prem Shard, 10,000 Spark, 10,000 Combat Spark, 10,000 Combiner Spark. Game updates. So yes, the biggest update is that the Shanix store has a new bot in it. Yay! But it's the opposite fraction of what you are. Yeah. So what they've done is obviously you've got obviously Beast Wars, Megatron if you're a con, and now you will be able to get Primal. If you've got Primal, you'll be able to get Beast Wars Megatron. But let's be honest, not everyone, unless you're a massive collector, really collects the opposite faction, and definitely not 5 stars. So not a massive update to the game. When I heard Shanix store update, I was like, ooh, but no, sadly not. But yeah, for those collectors, then yeah, it's gonna be great. For those that have got, some people have got like 40,000 shards just saved up. For those people that have got all the 5 stars, are just trying to collect more, then yeah, it's good for them, I suppose. And then this weekend's bundle, we will have Broadside and Ape Face in a mixed bundle. The crystals are Snapdragon, and this weekend will be a Golden Lagoon and Attack bundles available. Community Corner, got a few drawings. We've got Optimus Prime there. We've got Superior on there. And then videos from me as well. So yeah, last week's stream where we talked about how far can a team with level 60 bots that was 20k get through the campaign. Spoiler alert, they smashed it. And this week, yeah, we're going to try with a level 55 bots at 18k team. Saga schedule. So yes, this is the last week of the schedule, and so next week we'll start a new saga. Now the apes have said they're going to do something for Black Friday, along the lines of double value. So I would advise you guys, if you're going for a particular bot this weekend, then fair enough. But other than that, save your money for that Black Friday. Wait for good deals to come out where you're getting double the value. And yeah, especially looking for just dupes, then that is the time to go for it, guys. And the following bug fixes and improvements will go live this week. So Beast Wars, Silver Ball, and Kikadakan. Will both be in premium crystals and 4-star crystals and so and so on. Lionizer and Dazzle Strike and Catgut and Giza, we have increased percentage of damage increase provided by these combats. It was lower than advertised in the tooltip. The percentage will now max. We could talk more in a minute about this. We'll go back. And then in terms of iPads, they've improved the performance on the iPad 6 as there was reports of crashing. So that's pretty good as well. There will be a stream this Thursday, so I'll be there. So tune in tomorrow for some more snippets of information as well. So while we're on here, anyway, talking about Dazzle Strike and Giza. So you've probably noticed that I didn't do a stream around these bots because we got them very last minute. I think we got them on the Friday, and then they came out on the Thursday. So, and what happens in playtesting is we get given these bots, and they go, right, there's the first iteration. What do you think? And so you'll find that at the start, there's a lot of back and forth about some people will say it needs tweaking. Some people will say they like it. Some people will say it needs totally changing completely. And that's what always happens at the beginning of every single bot. Some like it, some don't. Some think it needs tweaking, and that's just, natural. And in terms of these guys, everyone just said, we don't really understand what they do. It's a bit confusing, really. What's the range? It reduces range, but it's hard to really judge that when that bot is in in a spot where it can affect those. It was very difficult to see. We said it needs something added on. But to be honest, we got that least amount of time to test it that nothing could really be changed. I'll be honest, we sort of got it and it got tweaked a bit, and that was it. There was no real time for change, and it came out and it's massively, massively underpowered. I was talking to a few guys about it, and then I said, listen, for me, when I tested it, it was absolutely awful. But I said, but there's other opinions out there. And then I happened to be in my friend Tex's training room, just looking around, trying to answer any questions that come about, anything like that. And he does a good little, what would you call it? Sort of diagram on which combats to invest in. So 5 star, 4 star, 3 star, and which ones are really worth it. And literally, he's put that Dazzle Strike and Giza are not worth investing in at any level. He's even got Fire Drive saying that he's decent to be invested in at 4 star, but that is it. Which means that he's rubbish at every other level, but 5 star, sorry, but 5 stars actually worth investing in. He's actually put Dazzle Strike and Giza as not even worth investing in as a 5 star when it comes out. So be very wary of that, guys. It still needs some work on it. It still needs improving. I've got a big bee in my bonnet about bots like this that come through and we don't have time to test it, and it's not really good enough. And yeah, these guys will hopefully be improved in the near future. Cool. Yes, Rescues put it Giza, red, 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 red. Yeah, he sort of put blocks on, so red is don't touch them, green is, they're good. And yeah, so obviously Top Shot's got green, 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 and then other bots like that, and then he's put red, 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 and yeah, just not a fan at all. And so yes, that's the news. Let's go into the game and look at Blur and Runabout. And something's happened to my thingaman and I can't. Oh no, what's happened here? Press something and it's why is it I've clicked something and a little box has come up and now I can't swap onto. There we go. Hey, there we go. That was really strange. It's okay. It happens this sometimes. All I've got to do is reload it again. It's crashed. See, I did have LD player, and LD player worked quite well, and then it totally crashed. Nothing would load. I had a load of problems with it, so I said, you know what? I know a lot of people that use BlueStacks. I'm gonna trash LD player, get rid of it. Let's get BlueStacks. There's a lot of people that use it. We'll go with that. And yeah, I've downloaded BlueStacks, and I keep getting crashes with this as well. So yeah, nothing works. But while we've got 2 minutes, I do need to address something actually. I do need to talk about something. So, if you are in the in the Discord chat and play even Facebook even, you'll have heard the story about a person in PsyOps who had hacked the game, downloaded a hack client, and had got their Titan to level 15 or 19 or whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. And a lot of people have sort of, criticized PsyOps, saying that, in some way we knew, in some way we've, manipulated things or something. So I'll tell you how we operate and I'll explain the sort of situation. So we have a commander who commands the alliance. And for any of those that I've joined alliances with, where I've sort of, finished the event, I've said I'll come over, I always say, listen, if you want to put me as commander for the war, you can do, just to help you guys out, so that the commander's harder to get past. I'm just sort of talking while I'm sort of like trying to fix this game capture. There we go. So, we will change our commander every war or two to keep it fresh. So when we're facing different teams, they don't recognize the base. They don't get used to it. So you can look at any point. This will back me up. It could be. It's not even. Listen, our commander is Spar. Spar is never in the commander seat because he hasn't got the strongest base. And probably not even the strongest bots actually. I'm sure won't mind me saying that. But there's guys out there that have got totally maxed bots with maxed out 5 stars, maxed out cores, everything, and probably are, decent people at base design. And those people are our commanders in our alliance. It's not the person in charge that's our commander, it's the people with the strongest bases. And that's why we've always done it. So it was just part of the rotation that Doom was going to be in the commander spot. And then, so first thing we heard was I was actually in. This is the first thing I knew about it. I was actually in Tex's chat, and someone said that Doom from PsyOps. Oh no, I'm lying. Actually, I'm lying. Sorry. We were in war, and he said he was having device troubles, and so he couldn't hit in war. I'm not sure if we won that war. I think we won it, but just about, or when we lost. I can't remember now, to be honest with you. But he couldn't hit because he's having device troubles. So we're like, oh, great, that's not great, but it is what it is. It can't be helped. So then, yeah, then I was in Texas chat, and I seen someone saying that Doom had been banned for hacking. So I messaged one of our leaders straight away and said, like, we've heard about this. He's like, oh, ignore it. It's just nonsense. Like, because again, we thought there's no way that someone in our alliance, no one needs to. We don't need to hack. We've got the best bots in the game maxed out anyway. So what's the point? And so, one of the leaders just said, yeah, ignore it. It's just a lot of someone being stupid. They put two and two together. They've seen the thing saying they're banning people for hacks, and Doom's not been online and can't get online. They've gone, oh, the commander of Psy hasn't been online for 9 hours, 7 device problems, what we thought. And they've put two and two together and made 6. So like, yeah, don't worry about it. And then I started in, this more and more in other chats and things like that. And then someone said, yeah, it's the same in Scorched Phoenix. He had 2 accounts. I was like, yeah, but that makes sense because he's got device trouble. That sort of makes sense, that he can't log in both accounts. But then, there was rumors going around, so the leaders have reached out to him to say, what's the script? Is this true or not? And then when we heard that his Titan was level 9, it's the first we've heard of it. We were like, right, okay, well, right. We didn't know anything about it. We were like, right, okay, we didn't know how we'd done it. Obviously, we've learned over time that it was obviously a hack client. But at first we were like, well, is it a glitch or something? But then he has been banned from what we've heard. And now when we looked, his Titan was level 3. So the pieces did fit together. And we're like, this is a bit strange. And so they even came in the chat and said, listen, let's not make any assumptions, guys, until we hear from Doom himself. And we'll see what he says about the situation. Maybe there's a reasonable explanation for this because we're all saying, why would you do that? Why at our level especially? I understand smaller guys sort of wanting to improve in the game, and although I don't agree with hacking, I'm just saying I understand the thought process behind people that want to hack. But when you're at the top of the game and you've got all maxed out bots, and what's the point? I don't see the point in hacking myself at that point. But hey, everyone's got a different thought process. And so we reached out to him to say, what's the script? And we just never got a reply. So literally we thought, well, yeah, it's probably true. It probably is. Because it didn't get back to us. If you've got device problems, you'd be like, no, it's a load of rubbish. I'm on to space it. I'm trying to get it sorted. I'll be back in a couple of days. Blah blah. That's how it's going, and that'd make sense. But literally, radio silence. Not heard a single thing, and we haven't since. So we presume that it is true. We presume, but even now we haven't got proof because SpaceApe have said to us that they can't tell us, even us, they can't even tell us, if he has hacked or not. We can't get in contact with Doom to tell us if he has hacked or not. So we've not had no official statement to say yes, it was hacked. But let's be honest, a lot of the evidence points towards that it has. But regardless, it was kicked out aside. But then obviously I had to talk to Dale to say, can we have our leadership back because we put them in leadership seat, and then what happens is, especially in the short events, is we complete the event and we go out and we go and help other alliances, and then we come back and we sit someone in commander seat and say, right, who's not going out? Who's busy this weekend? Who's not going out anywhere? And someone will say, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I've got things to do. Once the event's over, I'm just gonna relax and chill. And we're like, right, okay, we'll give you commander. You're in charge of side while we're gone. Just basically just sitting there to make sure no one, you know, that we've got access to it when we come back, and we all disappear. We all, go and do our thing, or we just hang about in the alliance, and then we all come back. He lets us all in and passes commander back again, and that's a general process that everyone does. But if Doom's got commander, we can't do that. So we had to ask, Space to say like, could you actually, can you take Doom off the commander so we could kick him out? So that we can have our own alliance back, and get command back. So, it wasn't a great situation. It looks bad on us. I understand that perception. It looks like we've sort of gone, oh, Doom's hacked the game and got a level 9 Titan. Let's put him as commander. But I mean, who really looks at that? Because everyone's got a similar level, a similar level bots inside. Everyone's got similar level cores. Everyone's got similar level of everything, pretty much. The only thing that sets us apart is a few little bits and bobs, but you could judge that by what position you are in wars when you're not commander. So, because I'm always level 1 because most of my cores are around level 18. Most of my bots are level 64, my 5 stars. So, because of that, I'm actually base 1 in normal wars, whereas Doom, being as high as he is normally base 4. So we know for a fact he's got a stronger base than me. So we might as well put him as commander, and that's sort of how we do it. But yeah, it's sad when that happens. It really is. Why? I don't know why a guy at that level would choose to do that. I mean, we've got, gotta wait to hear off him first. But yeah, it is what it is. I just realised as well. I'm on test account, yeah. It is sad but true. And yeah, it is what it is, guys. But I promise you that we had no prior knowledge of it or anything like that. We was as shocked as you guys, and even when we heard it, we were like, "Nah, it's a lot of rubbish." People are just making assumptions because why would you do that? We even said that in the chat. We're like, "Why would you do that at our level? It makes no sense at all." And the only thing I can think of, and I put this in the chat as a joke, and I put boredom. And that's a God's honest truth. I think he's done it because he's gone, well, I'm number whatever in the world, and my bots are maxed. I don't need to do anything with my bots. I don't need to do. Well, let's just see what a level 20 whatever Titan can do, and that's what I presume. To be honest with you, that he's just done it just to see, just for a laugh, just to get. I don't know. I don't know, but that's the God's honest truth, guys. That we had no real knowledge in anything. It does look bad on us, and it is a mark against our name. And all we can do is prove people otherwise. Because there's people on Facebook saying we should be taking our leaderboard scores off us. I think, listen, having a level 9 Titan, and is not going to affect our leaderboard scores. And someone said, yeah, well, he might have hacked the client back then. I'll be honest with you, one guy's score is not going to make a difference to our leaderboards. They're really not. And let's be honest, the only thing he saved is money because another person that came in could score exactly the same points, but would have to spend more money, I think. But even then, you could do Zone 15 with Golden Lagoon, so no, it still costs you money. So I don't really see what the advantage of doing that, really. Maybe speed, I presume, but it wasn't a massive race, so it's just people just coming up with like crazy sort of ideas of what they need to do and to punish psyops and things like that. And they understand people are a bit annoyed and people might think we are cheaters, whatever. But listen, I know the truth. Our commanders know the truth. And literally, everything I told you guys is a God's honest truth that I know of and what I've took from leadership. And that's all we can do. That's all we can do. Anyway, okay, let's have a look at these bots. Anyway, less of that now. Let's get on with it. So, here is Blurr in all his glory. So you see that I've got him with flak, and then we transform him. Cool transformation. Not too keen on the back bit. I just don't think it looks that good. I don't know. I'm not too keen on it. But yeah, looks like Blurr basically. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I just think the back bit looks a bit like it's his feet. I know it is his feet, but just looks a bit too much like it's his feet, if that makes sense. But yeah, pretty cool. And we should have Runabout, hopefully. And there's Runabout maxed out as well. Like I said, a bit different than Run Amok, but still cool looking. Take your time, mate. It's alright. Got all day. And there we are. Looks a lot like Wild Rider. If you remember Wild Rider, choose a camera. Remember Wild Rider? As part of Menasor in the G1 series, looks a lot like that. But when you compare him to Run Amok, I'm sure I've got Run Amok somewhere. Even if it's a 3-star, we'll have. I hope we have 2-star. Oh, don't tell me I haven't got Run Amok at any level. There we are. So yeah, you can see there that he's very, very different. Where the two bots should be a lot the same, really. But yeah, a bit of a shame. But hey, it is what it is. Let's add a bit of sound on. But yeah, that's a cool model. But yeah. So yeah, so rush into combat, dealing approximately 4k damage roughly. Along the way, you drive so fast that enemies can't see you, and you leave an image of yourself behind that has 6% of your health and lasts for 10 seconds. So, as if when I first sort of tested this, straight away we noticed that crazy DPS, 640 DPS, but only 8,000 health. So straight away looking at this, you think, okay, it's a gunner. Yeah, okay, it needs to sit back a bit. But what we've found is that Runabout and Blur are scouts. So, like Rustdust, like Bumblebee, like other bots, they are very, very quick. So you see a 2.8 speed there. If you go to Autobots, Bumblebee, 2.7. So those that use Bumblebee know that how much he goes ahead and how much he runs off. This bot's actually faster than Bumblebee. Um, if we look at looking for Rustdust, see what speed Rustdust is. I couldn't tell what Rustdust is actually. Rustdust is 3. So yeah, sort of sits in line. Perceptor is 3 as well, so maybe a bit slower than those guys, but you get the idea that they're around that sort of speed. And they do flip like the other scouts do. They flip back from cannons and from mortars. So that's pretty good, pretty useful. But they have got really, really low health, so you need to protect them. So we'll take them into testing. When I've been testing them, I've been using Alchemist to keep them alive, and then a decent combat, flak or top shot or something like that. Okay, let's go to base trials. And we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. We'll show you the ability, and then we'll have a talk about what I actually think about it, and the good things, the pitfalls, and bits like that. Okay, so we'll put Blur down the bottom here. So you see there's Blur there. So yeah, really good damage. 3 ability cost. So let's just take it out and get in range. And watch there, it rushes in, and it's 3 again. So it's 3 plus 3. So it's 3 plus 3 is 6 this time. See there, decent amount of damage. Runs there. Gets the mortar out. And you see, it does damage along the way as well. So it's pretty impressive damage-wise. See the hollows left behind, sort of distracting defenses and things like that. Pretty cool damage. So do the same again. We'll have a go with Runabout and do the same again and show Runabout as well. We'll go back. We'll put Runabout in. Sharks is put hollows everywhere. Berserk's put weird that it runs doesn't transform. I know that's quite yeah. It's not great really. I do agree with that. Would have been better if they transform really. So that's his normal attack there. You can see. He did have a stun gun when we first had him. But I think we talked about taking that off him, to be fair. Now you see, hollows everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to address a few questions in the chat that people have sort of asked for and things like that. So Berserk's asked how long do the hollows last for? So hollows last for 10 seconds. Also, they have a 6% part of their health. So I've got a big problem with that to start with. So 6% of your health and lasts for 10 seconds. So the bot's health is 8,640. Now when we compare that to the likes of, say, Springer. So Springer's got 13,000 health at level 61. At level 65, Blur has 8,000 health. Let's look at someone else. Trax, 12,000 health at level 55. Let's look at someone more flimsy. Look at a Jet or something. Let's look at a Jet. I'm trying to find a 4-star. Brainstorm even. 13,000 health. And he's considered quite flimsy. So, Skydive, for example. So you're looking, he's got 8,000 health at level 57. So Blur's health is ridiculously low. He's got massive DPS. So if you can keep this guy in a walk team, then he's going to do crazy amount of damage. Put, Alchemist on him to keep him alive, or put Primer on him with Flak, and he'll rip through bases. So as for a walk team, if you're not going to use his ability, it's going to be absolutely really impressive. It's going to be good. I'm trying to think of what's the health of Smokescreen. So Smokescreen's similar health. So I haven't got Smokescreen in my war team for that reason. There is a liability at having such low health. And same for Blur. Now, we're going to compare Blur to some other bots that are quite similar to him, how they can be used. So, can he be used for Golden Lagoon? No. He's got too low health for Golden Lagoon. Can he pop outposts? So Blur can be used for both. It can be used for skipping outposts, or it could be used for popping outposts. Because what happens is he has to get near the outposts. You have to wait for a second or two, and then move him on before it pops the outpost. And I'll show you that quickly. We can get through outposts without popping them. If we want to pop them, we can do. So that's pretty cool that you can choose to. But there's a slight problem with that as well. That if you are going to rush and stand around, he's going to get killed quite quickly. So you don't want to hang around. So that's why you've got to have Alchemist on him to keep him alive. So we've got outpost there and outpost there. So watch this. So he won't pop that outpost. Yeah, the problem is his hollow will. His hollow that's left behind will pop the outposts. It's the hollow pops the outpost, not him. But if you leave him hot to slug around for too long, then he will. So Matt Pole is put. Could he be a vector sack bot? It looks like it. Would even leave distraction hollows. So again, let's have a talk about this. So Blur. So we're going to compare Blur to some of the usual sack bots. 8,000 health. So Cup is used quite a lot now. 17,000 health, 4-star maxed. Goldfire. If I can find him. 13,000 health. Almost double. At level 55 only. Rhinox. 17,000 health at level 56. Pipes even. Pipes at level 51 has 18,000 health. So these are bots that you could sack with if you choose to. So the question is, how does sort of Blur compare to, these other bots in terms of sack? So we'll go into battle and we'll look at range as well. So we put all the bots down. So you can see there, Blur can't quite reach. It can reach the cannon. Can't quite reach the harvester there. Cup can reach the harvester, so he has a few extra squares. Goldfire can literally reach the mortar and that there. So he's got similar sort of range to Rhinox and Pipes. So the question is, why do people not really use Rhinox and Pipes? Why do they not use them for sack? And it's range, they don't have the range of Goldfire, and that's why it's sad that they don't use him. So, I can't see Blur being used that much as a sack bot. He has decent range, it's okay, but it's not amazing like Goldfire. Now, Goldfire can zip through the outpost, whereas Blur has to land near the outpost or, to put the hollow down. But the difference between him and Goldfire as well is that he can get stunned by mines. If you get stunned by anything with Blur, he is dead. He is dead in seconds with 8,000 health. If he gets stunned, he will not get out of it. If he's anywhere that's even taking a slight bit of damage. So, yes, some people are saying he's a glass cannon. He is exactly that. But my big issue with that is that why would you have a glass cannon that rushes in? I don't understand that. If a bot rushes in, they need some sort of shield. They need something to protect them. They need something along that lines. And for me, the hollow, when he rushes, the hollow should be where he ends, not where he starts. Because you could say, yeah, but obviously you rush once, and then drops a hollow behind, and you rush again, then drops a hollow. So he's leaving it. He's leaving it behind, but yeah, there is that one where he ended up, but not on the second jump, and not on the first jump. So I don't understand why he leaves a hollow behind him. And when he leaves that hollow behind him, it's not offering any protection for your team because it has 5,000 health at maxed. And SG Soundwave sort of hit it there. Another Grimlock situation, but even more so. I mean, even Grimlock's got a decent amount of health. Can we find Grimlock anywhere? Have you got Grimlock even? So Grimlock has 14,000 health at level 55. So he's got double the health at level 55. So he's probably going to have triple the health. So Grimlock, for those that use Grimlock, know what he's like. He is quite hard to use because he is a bit of a glass cannon because he has got great damage. But he does struggle in terms of, health. But yeah, I'm just a bit baffled why they've chose that sort of route. Why they've chose to give him a lot of damage, low health, and have him rush in and put himself in danger where he can't have a hollow to where he goes. And that was a big issue for me, a big problem. But, it is what it is, sadly. I've just got to rush off. Just give me 1 second, guys. Back in 2 minutes. 1 second. That's not dog out, sorry. Yeah, so, I don't understand why he would do that. Why he would have a bot rush in, have a dog, have a dog, have a dog, have a bot rush in, have it, get in danger where he's got such low health. And I said to the apes, what we should have had him do is, we should have had him, he should be the bot that a light speed should have been. So the bot should have rushed in, done half the damage, 2,000 going, and then 4,000 to end target, and then rush back maybe, or rush back after a few seconds or something. and then he can pop the outposts, and then he can do damage on the way, and then he comes back to a safe place again. He's gone and he comes back, and that's what we wanted Lightspeed to do. And the ape said, "No, we want it to support bot, not to do damage." And I feel like this could have been a correction to that, but sadly not. It is what it is. Like I said, you'll hear me saying that it is what it is because the apes do decide. At the end of the day, we can put all our ideas forwards, but it's one of them things. We can't control that. There was a lot of talk about increasing the health on the holo, but for me, the holo still needs to be in front of him. It still has got to be at the front. So so for me, this bot can be used to great effect for doing zone 13, zone 14 attacks. So if you're after another bot to solo zones and level others, then you know what? Yeah, it's a really, really great bot. It really is. If you want a bot for your war team, he's gonna struggle. If you're gonna use him as, say, what Sky people used to use Skyburst for, so people will put Skyburst in their team, never use the ability, but she was there for pure DPS. So if you're timing out on bases, maybe, then yeah, Blur's gonna be a great addition. Maybe rush him in, rush him back. If you're gonna do that, then yeah, maybe that is gonna be a good design. So, but again, it's 9 ability points, 3 to go, 6 to come back, 9 ability points to pop an outpost when you could use Rook or RC for half the cost. So I'm not too sold on being an outpost popper. You could use him like Goldfire in that way. So 3 plus 6 plus 9 is 18, which is cheaper than Goldfire. But the difference is that he does less damage than Goldfire. And if he hits a mine, it's gone. Goldfire doesn't get stopped by mines. And so the big question, the big thing that we were saying was that, if we have a bot like this, then will it increase sack in some way? And we don't want to encourage sack. So the question, there's two things in my mind there. That this is another maybe sack bot, maybe. Not as good as Goldfire, but if you haven't got Goldfire, say, and you're after a sack bot, then yeah, you can use them as that, really. If you are careful and you know where the mines are. But then we've talked so much about addressing sack. So if sack gets addressed in the near future, will that ruin Blur for what he is? Will that make him very much less effective? So any bot that can be sort of seen as a sack bot, I think we need to be careful around and just keep in mind that they could be countered, in the near future. But the playtest has made a good point that sometimes an ability 11 or a G1 core can really improve a bot. I mean, look at Rhinox. Someone mentioned earlier about Rhinox's core. I can have a look at that and show you that. But someone mentioned, about Rhinox. Rhinox was a good bot before that. When they brought his G1 core out and ability 11, it set into a different dimension and an absolutely unbelievable, amazing bot now. And that's what a G1 core, an ability 11 can do. So that's not gonna happen soon. They will let Blur run its, run its course, see how he settles into the meta, and then they'll maybe look at a G1 core. And I think it'd be a good bot to have that. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I think you're looking at 6 months plus. So overall, what do I think of Blur? He's fun to use. He is really fun. He's not awful. He's a really good leveling bot. Would I use him for Golden Lagooning? No, because of his health, he's going to die quite quickly. If he had better health, then yeah, brilliant. Is he good for popping outposts? Again, he's not bad. Not as good as Goldfire. But if you don't have Goldfire and you do know where the mines are on the base, then yeah, it can be pretty good. Is he good in a war team? Only if you're not going to use his ability. And this is the sort of problem with me, is that we're getting bots now where we're like, yeah, he's okay, but not in this sort of situation. He's not great. And I think we need some great bots. We've not had any great bots since Chromia, 6 gun. Bots like that. I call them sort of level 4.5 bots. So, likes of Trax even. So, Trax, Chromia, 6 gun. Skylinks. I mean, I know Skylinks is covered as a 5-star, but these sort of bots that are 4 stars at a good level could be in anyone's team, even in a 5-star team, can fit in well. For me, I call them sort of 4.5 stars. And they do well, and they're good bots. They're not quite 5 stars because they lack a bit of DPS and like a bit of health maybe. but they're very, very good bots. And people personally said, like, someone in the playtest chat said, well, they're pretty much 5 stars. I was like, yeah, but they're not because they're easier to collect. And this is where we need some catch-up mechanics for people to catch up. But then what that frees up the opportunity to make the new 5 stars even better. And we've done that. You know, every 5 star batch that comes out, the bots get better and better and better and reach new levels. And that's brilliant. But we also need to increase defense with that. So defense creeps up, 5 stars creep up, 4 stars creep up, and then what should happen is bots from 5 years ago, I've said this in the past, shouldn't be as relevant as they are now. Likes of Skylinks, I mean, when was Skylinks out? Oof. Someone Google it, someone have a look, but I'll bet it's 4 years ago maybe. You know, 4 years ago when Skylinks was out and still relevant. When was Goldfire out? Maybe 3 years ago? Maybe, yeah, I reckon 3 years ago. You know, these bots that are out 3 or 4 years ago shouldn't be the best bots in the game now. They should be very good bots, but there should be bots better. Bots should have come out and eclipsed them. And that's how it should go. The game progresses, and people think, oh, well, I've got this bot, but that bot is better. That bot will do a better job. So, is it worth investing in? So, I said this about Beast Wars Ironhide. Beast Wars Ironhide is a decent bot, but I would not level him if I had Sludge. I wouldn't go to that point. There's no point. Same with Scattershot, same with Hoist, same with Trailbreaker. There are bots out there that do a similar job better already from years ago. So why would you invest in these new bots? And a lot of new players, you know, are free to play. You know, they're sort of coming in, and you know, it's not a catch-up mechanic if the new bots are not better than old ones, and they need to now. I really feel like we need to progress bots and improve them. And I've said this a long, long, long time. I've told Space this, they know this. I just don't get it. I don't. You know, we talk about power creep, and you know, it's in most games. It is. It needs to happen now. You know, we need to improve defenses. You know, and when we talk about wars as well, I don't want to carry on too much. When we talk about wars, we keep hearing this Space Ape say, "Yeah, but players have come accustomed to getting 300s in Prime League, so we don't want to disappoint them." Well, that's your fault, sadly, for not increasing the game at the rate it should have. You know, and we can't make the game go stale or what I call runners-up prizes, basically. So it's like, oh, participation prizes, saying, oh, let's just let everyone have it easy. Let's just make the game easy for everyone. It should be challenging. It should be challenging at every single level. We need to make Prime League hard, which it's not even right now. They said they're going to increase the effects, and it hasn't. I mean, like I said, Wars 1, we'll go again. We had a few problems against, oh, this is a test account, innit? Okay. But yeah, Wars are like 11,500 and being decided by 4 drops, 3 or 4 drops on one base. You know, 400 points, the difference between perfection and losing a war. And it can't continue like that. Now, everyone, no risk, you don't mean losing wars in like Prime Leagues in that. What I mean is that it's a point where the apes are concerned that they don't want to annoy people by making the game hard. They want it to keep it easy for people so they enjoy it, but it needs to be challenging. You know, um, 300 shouldn't be a given. Should be like 200, 240, 260. I think back in the day in Legends they asked for a 240 average. That was the average needed to be in Legends. Now you're talking a 290 average to be in the likes of Legends or Psyops because that's what they expect because they expect 300s and it's not right. You know, we shouldn't be expecting perfection from everyone. You know, we need to make the game challenging. I've said like, well, people can go to normal mode and they went, yeah, but they want to experience hard mode. Well, then improve your bots, level your bots, and you can experience hard mode. Drop down to Cyber if you like. It's up to you. But that's where Prime League should be effective for those. Make Prime League hard. Make hard mode even harder. Because the problem is that everyone can drop down. We can't make it easier. And people say, well, you could just use less bots. That's not the answer, is it? The answer is not trying to make it harder for yourself because the game's not hard. The game should be hard. There should always be a challenge and something to aim for. Because right now, top guys have got maxed out bots. Nothing to level. Maxed out combats, mostly 4 stars, 5 stars, so not much to chase there. So they don't need new bots, they don't need new combats, We don't really need Spark. So what are we playing for? We can 300 most wars. And it's a point where top guys just going like, I'll just quit the game because it's too boring. There's no point even playing. I've got nothing to achieve. I've got nothing to aim for, and that's the problem with the game right now. But again, don't go on. That's for another day. But yeah, and lesson learned: have a drink in a sports cap when doing a stream. So if you knock it over, you don't spill all over your electrics. Lesson learnt. Yeah, SU Soundwave sort of hit it on the head there. He's put apes are more concerned about keeping players to play the game instead of advancing the game. I think that's a big problem there. I think that's me presuming. They've not said that themselves, but that's what I'm presuming because that's what they're concerned with. But they are running some figures to fair to them, and we spoke to Dale about it and expressed our concerns again for the last 9 months or so. But yeah, listen, Titans are great, but they just put too much of their resources into Titans without being able to put resources into anything else. You know, ability 11. They said we'll have every single bot in the game. We'll have ability 11 by the end of the year. We've got what? Five, six batches, seven, 6 batches of ability 11. Is it? Is it 30 bots out of 200? So yeah, yeah, cool. But yeah, Blur and Runabout, decent bot. I won't be disappointed if I got them by any means. Are they going to fit in my war team? No. Will I level them? Free to play, yes. For me, if you see me leveling one of these bots to level 60, is a good bot. And I've got 6 gun at level 58. I've got Chromia at 62. I've got Snapdragon at 59. So to give you an idea, those are decent bots. They've got uses. Every other bot I've got that's come out since then is level 50. So, Double Dealer is like level 50 now. Scatter Shots around level 50. Hoist is around level 40. Trailbaker's around level 30, I think. Yeah, a lot of the bots are around 40 to 50 right now. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so in the last stream as well, we we talked about trying to do the Titan campaign with level 60 bots. And I was a bit like, ooh, are we going to do it? Are we not? I thought, give me a team of level 60 bots. Let's see if my tactical prowess can beat the Titan campaign. Because I know a lot of people were struggling with it. So we breezed it. We absolutely breezed it. So if you are struggling with the Titan campaign, go and check out my last video and even check out today's stream and stay tuned, guys. Because we're going to go have a go at the Titan campaign with level 55 bots. So let's have a look at the team that we're going to do it with. So this is the team that we're going to do it with. So I know that some people will be like, yeah, but I haven't got that bot. And I said, you can sub in other bots. You can use Bumblebee if you want. If you haven't got Blades, you can sub in a one-shot. I wouldn't put a one-shot jet in there unless it is a one-shot jet, but you're talking 5 stars. So let's not have any one-shots. I wouldn't go for any one-shots in your team, guys. Go for AoE damage so you can couple them up. Go for bots where you can path. So using Goldfire and a Combiner, the aim is to path your bots away from half the danger so you're only battling half the base. Using Blaster to distract, using Rook to distract, using Tracks to reduce damage. Blades is actually not to do damage. Blades is again to distract. Chromia to stun, so not doing any damage. And 2 healers. 2 healers and Tracks is massively overpowered right now. Even the top guys are doing this. And Risky's put a good point in there that you can use a Golden Lagoon. You can. It depends. If you've ever got a power level, then don't waste a Golden Lagoon. They are absolutely critical power leveling. But if you're not, then you can. But yeah. SG Soundwaves put, if you don't have Chromium Blade, you can use Silverball. Yeah, another stun bot. Something like that. I've said for a long time that doesn't matter what they do defenses, they can make it quadruple the DPS. And you're going, whoa, quadruple DPS? That's crazy. But if it's stunned, it's doing 0. It doesn't matter if it's a HQ 14 defense, HQ 17 defense, or a HQ 20 defense. If it's stunned, it's doing 0 damage. Just make sure you're getting through that base quickly by increasing DPS. And that's where we're going to struggle a bit by having less DPS. But with the sort of time frame we're beating the bases in last time, it shouldn't be a problem, I think. So we've kept all the cores the same. The cores are around, level. I mean, that's 18 to be fair, but I don't think there's any outposts. Otis Prime on 58. I didn't get him leveled down, but 58 is not too bad. Trax has got level 15 Primer and a 3-star flag. I'd expect most HQ 17 players to have all the 3-star combats at least level to 6 or 7. I'd expect most of them people to have all the prime cores level to maybe 15 or 16-ish. So, don't forget 1 or 2 levels is not going to make a huge difference in prime cores. It's very incremental changes. Yes, over a whole team it does matter. But, if you've got these, get them to at least 14, 15 guys. That's the big jump from 1 to 14. Doesn't take many cores, but obviously getting 14 to 18 takes a lot of cores. So at least get them to like level 14, 15. That's when it starts to really, climb in terms of cores. So, just to confirm, we've got Goldfire, level 55. We've got Blaster, 55-7. So again, 15. Traxton, not too high. Rook, 16-7, 6. So you can see we've tried to keep it sort of like 3-star combats as much as we can. Flak, Primer, 55-7. Blades, 55-7. Max EO Core Gold, and Top Shot. I'd expect most people to have a maxed out EO core to be fair. Who's we doing then? We've got Chromia. 15, 7, 55, Trenchfoot. I'm just going through to prove that I'm not, conning it by having something ridiculously overpowered. Gold, Healing Core, level 7, Rung, Ratchet, 3-star Stripes, and a Silver Healing Core as well. So, to give you an idea, we are going to use maybe, I won't use Mega Supreme or Compitron, because I understand that most people won't have these sort of combiners, maybe even Defensors. So I'm going to use, I think Volcanicus. I think most people have them bots. A lot of people like Grimlock, and out of these, he's the best out of these 4. But I get that people might not have these bots yet. So I think Volcanicus is a, in the middle where, most people will have them. But I have had some people in the chat saying like, "Oh, I can't beat the Titan campaign," and I'm like, "Well, what team are you running?" And they're going, level 50 bots, and I'm like, "Well, that's not gonna work, guys, sadly." And level, oh, my team power is level 16. And I'm like, yeah, that you're gonna struggle with that. You are gonna struggle with level 52 bots. If you're HQ 17, you should have bots around level 60 back. I'm not gonna lie, you should by now. Maybe not the bots I've got, maybe it's other bots, but that's where you got to make the best. I mean, you know your bots better than me. You know how to use them and what situations can be really good. But I think that the healers and tracks is massive. I mean, every part of this team is important. The 2 healers rather than 1. If one of your bots is low health, that healer will lock on. The rest of your bots are getting no healing whatsoever. If you've got 2, it frees those healers. They'll either heal that 1 bot up really quickly so they can heal the rest, or they'll split. So 2 healers, really important. Tracks is so important, guys. I mean, if you haven't got Tracks yet, go and try and get him. If he's in crystals, anything like that, go and get Tracks. The most overpowered 4-star in the game, without question. If they, again, so Tracks lowers damage by 60%. So if they increase DPS by 500, which is crazy, it's like double the DPS. With Tracks, that means the DPS is only about 200 increase. It's a massive decrease in DPS for defenses. Absolutely incredible bot, and I can't say that enough. That Tracks is so important. So yeah, I would definitely try and incorporate Tracks in the team and 2 healers. If you don't have 2 4-star healers, maybe use a 3-star and a 4-star. But again, if you don't have at least 1 4-star healer, you really should be trying to get a 4-star healer at the very least. Very important to have 4-star healers in the game. Maybe not at a lower level. And people in Gold League will say, well, I don't run any healers. Yeah, well, that's in Gold League, though. Yeah, if you're going to run at higher levels, you need 5-star healers if you're going to run HQ 17 maxed out. And against these Titans, that's what you're running against. You're running against maxed out bases. So you are going to need healers of some kind. Okay. I think, is it base 3? We need Optimus Prime. I can't remember. Let's go. So I've not tried this before. I've tried the bases before, obviously last week. But I've not tried this team before, level 55. So we'll see how it goes. William Wilkinson. What's the easiest way to level up your cores? Honestly, buy bundles. Sadly. Complete events, get those G metals, and just get more cores as feed. That's all I can suggest. But yeah, the easiest way, sadly, is to buy bundles. Because don't forget, you get 3 silver cores per bot. So yeah. So what I'm trying to do now, guys, I'm trying to take out this section here. Oh, this bit. That's all I want to take out. I don't care about this bit here. I don't care about all this. I don't care about all this. Any of this. Anything from the HQ down to the left is totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. We want the bots to walk up there and walk around this way. So don't want any of them getting distracted by these. Once they walk up here, they may go this way. So we need to take out this bit and this bit. Yeah, that's what we need to take out. So we're going to use Goldfire. I'm going to use Goldfire times 3. It doesn't matter about ability points. Yeah, I'm going to use Goldfire up there. Goldfire there. Goldfire there. Drop Volcanicus down there. So really important we get rid of this bottom section first. We've got to get rid of this bottom section. Got to, no matter what. Have to. I think Volcanicus is level 16, I think. So again, I think everyone should have a level 16 combined or thereabouts. If you haven't, then what have you been doing? There we go. And the reason that for now is, and you can see there now, that the base has been split right there. So now we need to drop these bots as far up as we can to make them go that way around. You can use Optimus Prime if you want, if you're a bit worried about pathing, but you don't need to use the ability points. You can use Goldfire, but I suppose you can use Optimus Prime, but you just got to be careful about taking these out if you want. So now, best way to battle beam lasers is with minions. Best way by far. But now we're going to hack this area over here to try and take this out. You can see there the beam lasers hitting all the minions, not hitting the bots though. So the way to get in range of these bots. So we'll put Chromius Tower just there. Like I said, all we want to keep the bots together. We don't want to split them. We want to keep them like this in an area. There we go. Defense is down. We'll put Chromius Tower down to distract them again. And you see there that every player, well, not Rook and not Trax in this case, but you know, all the bots have been used to some sort of effect. All bots, full health, Goldfire, obviously dead. Okay. So the hard one is base 2. Because base 2 is obviously the one everyone struggles against. This is the one. This is the one. Let's have a go. Oh, to what Phil's got a good point there. He's using Shanix to buy cores. Yes, you can do that. I mean, it's not great value, but if you're struggling and free to play, then yeah, it's not, you know. So Risku's put base 3 to 5 as a rush. So I will put Prime in for 3 to 5 then, if you say so. I will take your word for it. And the game's crashed. Hey, it's back again. It's alright. It's alright, it's back. Okay. Phase 2. Let's do this. This is what I'm nervous about. I feel if we get through this, we'll get through it all. Level 55 bots. But you can see there, we did that again. All full health. No issue at all. Okay. So yeah, this is one of those bases where you've got to walk it. So this one, it's a bit different. We're going to use tracked quite a bit this one. It's not Prime League, so we can hack the MDS, and that's the idea. The big dangers are the MDS, so we're going to save our hack for this top section here. We're going to hack this section here. They'll put in hacking the missile launchers, because missile launchers will do damage over here or somewhere else. We want to hack the beam lasers. We want to hack these turrets. They'll hit the MDS. So we want to hit a hack bomb around here. That should catch the beam, the turrets, the MDS, and another one round there. And then hopefully by the time we've got round there, then our bots can do some decent amount of damage. We've also got to take into account Tripticon. That's why we're going to use a lot of tracks. We can use Volcanicus if we get in trouble, but I want to try and, keep that. Maybe didn't need Goldfire at this point, but we're going to drop Goldfire anyway. But hey. So straight away, we're going to use the Tracks Cloak. Fit our bots, do less damage. Then we're going to use Chromia to reduce that damage. You can see they're losing some health there, so I'm going to drop Chromia there. And you can see the healers are healing back up again there, so that's good. Going to drop Blaster's minions as well, because that'll help him heal himself. Going to use a heal bomb here now to keep him alive. So the bots have walked around. That's not good. We'll drop Chromia's tower there again to keep him alive. Oh, that's nasty. That was nasty. You see the problem here now is that the healers are running around there, and they're gonna get targeted by Triticon. That's not what we want. Use a heal bomb again. We want to use a heal bomb to keep him alive again. Use a force shield as well. So we're going to use tracks up there now. See there, doing loads of damage. Not even used Combiner yet, so that's good. Another heal bomb. And then we're going to use tracks, blades again. We're going to use blasted minions up there. And then we're going to drop our Combiner, I think. Oh, 156 left. Can we do it? Let's try and take them 2 MDS out. Yes, got a fire in there as well. Could do a rook up front here now, to answer you. Use Chromia Tower there, and that should be base down. Base down. So yeah, you can see there, it's all about just patting your bots together and keeping them alive. Simple as that. Now, I'll be honest with you, I have not really done Prime Rush Prime Wash, Prime Rush in any sort of decent battle for a long time. The nearest I get is a HQ a Zone 14 attack where you have Optimus Prime in there. That's it. What's on here? But hey, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. There we go. Base 3. We'll put Optimus Prime in here. Like I said, someone said Optimus Prime, but we'll Optimus Prime. Uh, we'll put. I don't know what go together. I don't want to give anything that people haven't got. So we'll we'll give him. I could do his G1, but we'll do Solus, I think, or Onyx maybe. Just trying to think. Yeah, we'll put Onyx on him. Emil Masters put you may look really easy. It honestly is. It's all about team composition, and I hope this stresses it enough, guys. It's all about team composition, having the right bots in. That's what it's all about, guys. It's nothing to do. Yes, it is level is important, but having the right amount of bots. You can have a 35k team in Prime League and really struggle, but you can also have a 22k team in Prime League and do okay with the right bots. It's all about, it's all about composition. But yeah, having the right bots, like I said, don't think about damage. If you're a low level player with level 55 bots, you are not going to one shot anything at HQ 17, guys. You're really not. Don't bother. Don't try. Oh, I didn't put Optimus in. Never mind. Okay, we can do this without it. I'm sure we can. Okay. I'm still a bit unsure on that. So let's just send Goldfire in there. Get rid of his defenses here a minute. I want these to go. Let him burn a bit. This is not going to go well, as I know already. There we go. Chromia Tower. I'm going to hack this area around here. And then, as I said, putting Blaster's minions down to distract them. All I'm doing is watching for that hack. Let's hack it again. Then we'll put the tracks cloak down. Let's put Rook's hollow down to distract them. Put tracks cloak down. Full health. Alpha Triumphs, but can you do these based on a 3-star combiner? I can try. I mean, you can use whatever bots you want to clear that area. You don't need to use Goldfire, you don't need to use Combiner, but pathing your bots is so important, guys, honestly. Especially these bases, they're quite poorly designed. I mean, when I design my bases, I make sure you can't path wide like that. So, yeah. And your silver bots, but you can do it without a Combiner. You can. I just like to use Combiner and Goldfire to clear the area like that. It probably uses more ability points than rushing, but it just guarantees the path that way. Whereas with rushing, if the bots don't follow, they get stuck. It can really mess your attack up. I don't rely on Prime Rush for that reason. You know, I rely on pathing a lot more, and you'll find that like, higher up guys rely on pathing and rushing a lot more. So we go again. So we'll put Otters Prime in this time, so we can rush. I haven't got any 3-star combiners. I'd have to take some bots out, I think, on my test account, but um, we'll try it with Otters Maximus then. Yeah, low levels combiner I've got. I mean, let's have a look. What level is it? Um, where's combiner outpost? What level is Otters Maximus? Out of interest. Level 7. Wow. Yeah. Wow. If I could do it, level 7, I'll do it. I said I would, but we'll do it with level 7. But yeah. Oh, I'm going on base trials for. See, I'm so used to going on base trials on my test account. But we'll try it. We'll try rushing. Victory Star Sabers. I beat the final base with 7 5-stars and 1-star Ironhide. That's when you're really trolling someone. Okay. So listen. We are going to the depth of the lowest now. I mean, if you're any lower than this, guys, then you're gonna really struggle. We've literally got a level 7 combiner now. Maybe oh my days, I can't even doing it. It's still a rush base. Yeah, you're right, Risky. I'll give you that. Props to you. Okay. So we've got a Titan now, so we can drop up to Maximus. A Titan will help clear some of this as well. We're gonna stun them first, try and keep them alive. So this Titan's gonna path there. So he's died there. So I'm gonna use now. We're gonna use this Titan attack to take that one out. There we go. And Tunisia, I don't think we need to rush. I think we just need to rush. We will do. But now I'm just gonna watch the path into the bots. Blaster's walking off, so we're gonna rush up there. There we go. Rush up somewhere high. Then we can just put Trax's cloak down. We're gonna be there for a while. Put a healing bomb down. Blaster's minions down. There we go. Keep it alive. You can see what we're doing. We're trying to get away from all these defenses. So now it started hitting our bots, so now we're gonna hack it. Again, we're gonna use a bit of a track smoke, I think, around here. Put Hawk's Hollow there just to distract some defenses again. We don't need to rush them. They're all coming back into path. Look, we pathed it again. Pathed them all wide. We did rush. I mean, the Goldfire probably take a few of these more out, or could use the Titan more. We've got a minute and a half left, so you could probably leave it to another Titan, use two Titan abilities, and take this out to make sure. But you probably don't even need to rush if you can path it. Yeah, SG Soundwave's got a good point. It says, kind of feels weird back in the day that rush points were considered meh at best, with the exception of Hotspot, and gunners were considered OP thanks to Jazz. How the tables have turned. Yeah, that's what I mean about meta, how much it changes over time. It is quite crazy. The game does evolve. Jumpstream's on my war team as well, SG Soundwave. I had Jumpstream as a 4-star on my war team quite a while. Hmm. I should look at that, shouldn't I? I should look at my war team like 5 years ago on my streams and look at it now and see how it's changed over time. I think the only massive difference now compared to what I used to do is I didn't run healers. Those that follow my channel for the last few years know as I was very, very much anti-healers. Hated healers with a passion. Hated them. But yeah. See, I think this is a Goldfire base more. To be honest, your skill. I'd take this section out with Goldfire a lot better. But we'll give it a go anyway. We need to split this here somehow. So, Chichicon's dying anyway. We've got a no ray thing, whatever it's called, but that was pretty underwhelming. So I'm gonna use then Spider-Man's a deadlift, so I'm gonna actually do this and then just hack that area there. And that'll help to path them wide again. And it's all about the pathing. Do some distraction, do some hacking. Let's see where they're going first. Yeah, let's put a track smoke down here. We'll put a rug down there. That'll blow and that'll kill them off. We'll hack that. Never use hack and stun at the same time, guys. No point in hacking it and stunning it. Can't do both. I wanna use a heal bomb here now. I need to use a heal bomb on this section here. We'll use a Chromia there now. We'll use a hollow there to distract them. The problem now we see is that bots are splitting. Let's use a wheeljack on there to speed them up a bit. And base down. There we go. We're level 7 combiner. So like someone said earlier in the chat, the only difference that you combine is going to die a bit quicker, but you can use the bot's ability to help you path it. But the important bit about these bases, guys, is pathing and pathing wide. That is, I can't stress that enough. The hardest bit and the most important bit is pathing your bots round the side of the base, not through the middle. Don't try and take it on head on, guys. And that's the same for even Prime League. If you are struggling for Prime League and can't, usually win, try and do a cut pull. If you're not sure how to do a cut pull, basically use cut to pop an outpost. You drag the bot wide, and then you rush to it up to this prime and rush around the side of the base. It's a very good effect. It's not 100% reliable, but I've seen many a lower level player beat a high level base by doing that. The top guys don't do this attack because it's not reliable, because we expect 300s. We expect our players to be able to hit the base head on, take it all on easily, because we're expected to. We don't expect lower guys to obviously do that, and that's why they have to use these sort of, little tactics to get around these things. So, yeah. And it's crashed now because obviously it did this before, because I've just been given the Titan Lab, and I've already got the Titan Lab. So yeah, it's just kind of crashing it. But that'll be sorted for the next stream. They'll just sort of cancel it all out and then it'll be fixed. But yeah, you can see there, guys, like, level 55 bots, a level 7 combiner, Octus Maximus as well, and we're still beating the Titan campaign. So, again, if you have got, if you have got the right composition of bots, it is quite easy. And I'm not saying them exact bots, but I'm saying bots that can stun, bots that can hack, bots that can distract. So, if you haven't got Rook, use RC. If you haven't got Chromia, use Bumblebee or Silverbolt. There are other bots that are available. Sounds like I'm doing some sort of like, Chromia, some sort of like advert where I'm like, there are other products available. But yeah, it is doable, guys. It is. Okay, we've got trivia time. So, trivia. You know what? I was supposed to set up some questions. I'm not gonna lie, and I forgot. That's not good, is it? Okay. Okay. The first 5 people to put in the chat the 2 bots that won the 5-star poll. Boom. If you've been following Discord, been following the Earth Wars Facebook, if you've been following that, you should know the 2 bots that won the poll. Autobot or Decepticon, doesn't matter, but if you get them 2 right, the first 5 people I will pick out to win a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal. I'll wait to get some answers in. Who have we got in the lab? Cosmos! Paramagna, just some bots. Okay. So who have we got? So first 5 people are Lynx and Red Alert is the answer. Skylynx and Red Alert. I will also take Blitzwing and Runamuck. And the winners are Silverbolt 94, Grind Time, Matt Pole, SG Soundwave, and Emil Mass. No, Emil Mass hasn't. No, Super Scott. Sorry, Emil Mass. Why'd you only put 1? 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Silverbolt 94, Grind Time, Matt Pole, SG Soundwave, and Super Scott. Message me and I will give you a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal. Now, I said 5. I'm going to give a 6th one out. Because, I mean, the rules are they got to put the 2 bots. But Brick's Motion, I feel a bit sorry for him. Because he's obviously put Red Alert and he's somehow auto-corrected it. He's put Redata and Skylynx. So, listen, Brick's Motion, you can have one as well. You can have the Gulper Prize. You could have the 6th one. I'm feeling generous. So just to say again, Silverbot 94, Grind Time, Matt Pole, Bricks Motion, SG Soundwave, and Super Scott. You have all won a Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystal, congratulations. If you contact me on Discord, I mean a lot of you guys I think already. I'm not too sure. Maybe Bricks Motion doesn't have me on Discord, but find me on Discord. Just hit me up and just say, hey, I'm such a person from the stream, and I guessed whatever question right. Can I get my code? And I'll be giving them out tomorrow, guys. It's quite late in the UK for me. It's 11:30 at night, and I'm back in work at 6 in the morning, so I've not got much sleep. So yeah, I normally finish the stream and then get off to bed. See, I only do it this late for you guys so I can catch you guys, and so you're not working or in college or whatever else. But yeah, it's quite late for me. So yeah, 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 you're right there, Risky. I think you went too far by trying to put both Autobot and Decepticon. So yeah, slow you down. But yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in, guys. And listen, guys, if anyone's struggling on the Titan campaign, there's certain videos that I do that are really helpful, and I like people to subscribe. So don't forget to hit a like on the video before you leave, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But I like people to watch my videos and watch my streams. Fair enough, but there's certain ones where I'm thinking, listen, if this can help someone in your alliance, then just share it to them and just say, listen, I've seen Wozza do this. Maybe you should look at this and it'll give you some help. I've had a few people message me saying like, oh, thanks for the video, it really helped. I finally got past the level 2 in the campaign thanks to your video. And that's what I do it for, guys. That's why I like doing these streams and these videos, to help people. And so they go, thanks for your help, Wozza. That's all it is to sort of help you guys out. And, I really like it when people go like, oh, yeah, I really appreciate the help. It really helped me get through this or improve my team or whatever. And thanks for the help. And that's why I started this channel. And that's why we sort of do it, to sort of help people get through things and improve. So, yeah, if it's anyone in your alliance, guys, that is struggling on level 2 of the Titan campaign or whatever level it is, then just throw a link to this video. Just say, listen, Wozza's done this stream. Level 55 bot. He smashed it. With level 7 combiner. Just hit it, watch this stream. Fast forward the first 40 minutes if you want. Fast forward a lot of it. Just watch that. Just watch that bit to get you through it. Bricks Motion, yes. Message me direct on Discord. You can find me on Discord, Sunstreaker Wozza, or find my Discord channel, which has been posted in the chat. You can click the link there. The link's also on my channel as well, so you'll definitely find it. But listen, you've got to the end of the month. There's no rush. Don't fret. If you can't get it today, you've got a few days. And the code's last end of the month. So, if you are really struggling, then come back on the next stream, be either Sunday or next Wednesday, and just hit me up and just say, listen, I'm so struggling to find you on Discord, and we'll sort something out. We'll make sure you get your code in some way. But the easiest way is on Discord or line if you're really struggling with Discord. Okay. Oh yeah, but yeah, thanks for guys tuning in. Don't forget to hit a like. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. See you all next Wednesday, guaranteed for a Earth Wars stream. This Sunday I might have something in the plans, but yeah, that's to be seen yet. I can't give anything too much away yet. But yeah, we'll see for this Sunday. We'll see how it goes. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace out, guys.